Podcasts suck. I'm gonna tell you why. Welcome back to the Mike. My name is Mike Travis. I hope you're doing well. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed so well today. I had an interview today. Podcasts are booming. Your neighbor has a podcast. Your boss probably has a podcast. The hobo crack addict that lives right down the road at the local CVS, he just bought a Blue Yeti to start his podcast. It's the new age of entertainment where people want to hear long-form conversations about a number of topics with a diverse amount of people, unfiltered, unedited, just the audience and the podcast hosts. And the problem with this is that there are too many fucking podcasts. I don't know what made most people think that everyone should talk about anything continuously for over an hour. But what we need to do is we need to stop letting these people think that it's a good idea. Some people just aren't built to talk. They're not good at talking. Some people aren't good for talking for a minute. They start stuttering.
You ever had a dream that you
Some people 5 minutes, let alone an hour. And I know what you're thinking. You're watching this video right now. You're like,
Mike, you're giving your opinion. So you're not special and you're not really different than the people that you're criticizing.
To that I would say, you're wrong. But second and most importantly, I at least have the decency to trim down my opinion to a digestible amount because I care about your time. I care about your energy. You clicked on the video and you're already on your phone. Stop looking at your phone. Anyways, but I care about your time, so I make it quick, I make it steady, and then I send you on your way. But these people are spending 2+ hours talking about fucking Elon Musk or some shitcoin. Everyone has the capability of starting a podcast, you know? They just need a mic, they need a camera, and they need a connection to the internet. And what I'm proposing is we need to gatekeep these things from the public. 21. Can you do some for me? Can you talk to the ops next for me? 21. Do your thing, 21. Do your thing. Do your thing, 21. I saw this clip on TikTok. And I suffered watching it, so I want you to suffer while watching. There are a lot of different genres when it comes to podcasts. You know, there's a big range as far as topics that podcasts can cover. So we're going to just go through a few broad genres and we're just going to fucking analyze them and poke at them real quick. When it comes to sports podcasts, you can have a range of personalities. You can have a whole bunch of people talking about a whole bunch of what. You can have professionals that have been in the field of sports for decades and know the ins and outs of what's going on. And you can also have just some dude from New Jersey. Guys think just because they spend all of their free time looking at NFL and NBA highlights that they're really intelligent when it comes to these sports and that their input on the latest game needs to be heard to the masses. It's essentially the new sports management degree. A lot of these young men, they're dropping out of college. They don't believe in the college system anymore. And what are they doing now? They're picking up a Blue Yeti. And they're talking about whether or not LeBron would have thrived in the 80s.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
I feel like when it comes to a business podcast, you could just say that you own a business. You could just say that you have a podcast. And then you can just grab some cookie cutter copy of whoever you are and make a podcast, and that shit will work? Are there some podcasts that are helpful, insightful, with finances? They bring on important and influential and inspirational business people to talk about money? Fucking sure. Okay, I'm not talking about those schmucks. I'm talking about the semi-successful 20-something-year-old.
So exhausting waking up every day and fucking winning. It's every day. It's incredible.
It's not easy being the man.
That wants you to buy into a multi-level course.
Stop scrolling and start monetizing.
In order to get rich. But then when he's faced with the prospect of how do I actually make money? Can you give me some pointers and some actual examples? And they have nothing to say. And that's the thing, truly, is that these brokies, they'll buy things like water and electricity and need things like food. You could go a month without it. You could buy my course and you could stop being a slave wage. Honestly and truly, it blows my mind. So you talk about how people are broke and they need to focus on getting their money up. How would you recommend them to get their money up? That's a good question. Any product really. Well, what product should they focus on? Is there a specific one? Is there a I get it. I get specific niche that they should tap into? They need to communicate that product to the market. The market's what's really important. When you really think about it, the market's really important. Well, the question would then be, what market should they tap into? The online market. The online market is a gold mine. What does that even mean? What do you mean by that? Crypto. Just get into crypto.
I love you, bitch. Oh my God. I ain't gonna never stop loving you, bitch.
If there ever was a Chernobyl waste pool of a podcast genre, it would have to be dating podcast. Have you ever wanted to hear people's terrible perspective on relationship dynamics?
I think if a woman cheats, she's trying to leave you. If a man cheats,
yes.
He's just it's like a handshake.
Well, how about you get 3 guys and a token girl in some dude's apartment and you let the fucking cameras roll, baby? With these podcasts, you'll hear classic takes like, I want a high-value man. She slept with 3 dudes. Sounds like a whore. Misogyny and misandry collides into one. When men and women are put into a room, put in front of mics, the cameras are rolling, and some one dumb idiot decides to say something along the lines of, I'd like my partner to make money. I just say all of this for you to be a little bit wary. If you're a creative, you want to start a podcast, that's great. I'm so proud of you. You've had 1 to 2 maybe conversations with your friends, and now you feel as though you need to say all of that stuff that you said with your friends to the void of the internet. You need to be creative. You need to be different. Keep that in mind when it comes to your podcast. Make sure that you bring up good points on whatever you're talking about. Make sure you entertain your audience and you make them laugh every once in a while. And most importantly, you make them say, what the fuck?